Heads up, 20 ups.
Don't listen to me. I'm a legend of archery. Don't listen to me.
It was really cool hearing what all of you had to say last week about why you got into this channel and what you liked and what maybe you don't like so much about it. It was really cool that we can be very open and honest, and none of us felt like we had to say that, oh yeah, we love doing this and we really are excited every single week, and we're able to sit there and go, some weeks we don't want to make a video, and it's not anything personal against you all, it's just it sometimes feels like a chore, and that's okay. I think it's really cool that we are all able to say that. Those of us who feel that way are able to vocalize that and not worry about repercussions from the group, which is really cool. Just a couple of little things. Lucy, oh my gosh, how did you manage to keep focused as you were with Leilani? There we go. I wrote it down. With Leilani, so adorably cute and in your face the whole time, because I think I would have had to stop and play with her and do whatever and then come back later and refilm. So I'm incredibly impressed with your ability to push through and continue, and she's really, really cute. Craig, we were talking about driving and how you just like to drive sometimes, and I frequently do the same thing. I find that I do my best thinking when I just get in the car and I drive. I generally have no destination in mind. It's simply a let's go in this general direction, and then I go out and I'm like, I've been driving for 2 hours, perhaps I should turn around and find my way back. I like going without maps or GPS and just trying to find my way and figure it out, and it's a lot of fun, and thus far I've not gotten myself so lost that I need to pull a GPS out to get my way home. But it's a lot of fun. It's really good to just get in the car and drive, and I tend to do my drives at night. I don't know if it's because there's less traffic or that's just when I have free, although that's not the case anymore. Now I have days free, which is just weird to me. I'm not used to my new schedule of working evenings and having days free. No one else is free during the day. Everybody else is normal jobs. You can't hang out with my friends, you can't hang out with my roommates, you can't hang out with my boyfriend. What is going on? I don't like it. We're gonna try and change this. But yeah, driving, I keep up the driving. Keep doing it. It's fun. Even if you don't have a destination, sometimes it's just fun to go. And I'm trying to find another way to get all my thinking done, because driving has gotten expensive with gas where it is. Although I've noticed it's gone down over the past week or so. So hopefully it's not going to spike again. I mean, I know it will, but we can hope that it won't too soon. And yeah, 7 hours, not terrible. We could totally meet halfway at some point over the summer. I don't know if I'll have... There are too many weddings this summer. So many weddings this summer. And I know 7 people who've gotten engaged in the past 3 weeks. Not good. I mean, good. Congratulations for them. But there comes a point when you stop being able to give sincere congratulations to people when they're 7 in 3 weeks. Anyway, TJ, I really liked your new editing style, and I made that comment before I looked in Doobly-Doo and noticed that you said it took too long and you weren't going to do it anymore. So take that as you will. But definitely editing, maybe not to the extent that you did, but editing more. I felt like it was really concise, but it didn't feel rushed. So that was really cool. I liked it. That was my opinion. I understand that editing can take forever. You've been talked through. My process takes forever. I get it. Jins, I kind of laughed when you started talking about Neopets in the forum that you're involved in there. My siblings and I, particularly my sisters, I don't think my brother ever got into them. My sisters and I did Neopets when we were in middle school, as did all of my friends. So that was 9-10 years ago. And yeah, can't say we stuck with it. It's yet again, I go through phases with most of the things that I did online. There was a period of time where I was going to all sorts of gamings at Big Fish and whatever, and playing their little online demo games all the time, and I rarely ever do that anymore. It's just, I don't know, maybe I just have a short attention span for stuff like that. But then you were asking, like, where do we go on the internet, where are kind of our sites. So I thought I'd kind of walk you through my routines, because I have routines when I get on my computer, just what I do, and yeah, so I thought I'd walk you all through that and show you. I don't have forums that I participate in. That's just not something I've gotten really into, but I have blogs that I follow and some of the blogs that my roommates follow, so those get entered into conversations on a daily basis, particularly after they have a new post. So generally I come on, email is always up first, and then in the mornings I go to XKCD if it's a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, xkcd.com, which is awesome. And then I go to survivingtheworld.net, another online comic, and that one's updated every single day. This is all my morning routine. So I do that, XKCD, followed by Surviving the World, followed by shirt.woot.com, see what today's new shirt is, and if I buy a geeky shirt. This one didn't, I had to look, I couldn't remember what shirt I was wearing. This one did not come from shirt.woot. And then I go and check the weather, and then I go back and I check YouTube, because YouTube can sometimes take a long period of time, so it has to happen later. And then I go and I check Facebook. It generally doesn't take a whole lot long. And then in the evenings, before I go to bed, I get on, I do the same kind of email, Facebook for a while, whatever. And then I go to Dear Girls Above Me, which is awesome. This guy's got a Twitter feed that he's turned into a blog. Just things that these girls who live above him say. I don't know if any of you are familiar with it, but it's hilarious. I follow that up with Dear Blink, Please Blink, which is always entertaining. And then I do, Not Always Right, notalwaysright.com. I'll post all these links in the doobly-doo because they're all kind of awesome. And because I work retail and have for a while, Not Always Right is always entertaining. And then as far as the blogs that I follow, one of my best friends has a cooking blog, A Peck of Provender, and so I always check that. That one's updated spontaneously whenever she feels like it or has time. She's a grad student at UNC, so they fluctuate depending on exam schedules. Books of Adam, blog that I follow and check on pretty regularly. And then Get Rich Slowly, one that I check every morning. I forgot to mention that when I was going through morning. Because I just graduated from college a year ago and don't have a full-time job, and I'm working multiple part-time jobs, so don't have a steady income. It's just really good to, this website's been really good, helpful in like either affirming my spending habits and my budget plans, or saying, hey, this would be a good suggestion of something to try to do better about saving money. It's probably the only useful blog I go to. And then I've got a number of friends who are artists. I check their personal blogs periodically. And then Hyperbole and a Half, which she doesn't update very often anymore. But I check that one every once in a while. So that's kind of my walkthrough of what I do. I'll post links to everything down in the doobly-doo. But I'm very intrigued what other people do, where other people go online. And I know none of those are, I'm not particularly active. I'm not active on any of those communities, but they're fun things to check out, and I find talking about XKC comics all the time, and I'm forever posting survivingtheworld.net comics on people's Facebook walls and all that fun stuff. So, perhaps you all have found something new, something to distract yourselves with at work, because that works well. And I look forward to seeing the rest of you this week. DFTBA.